Hailie Jade Scott, Eminem's daughter, talks about how she discovered she was pregnant at her wedding. Hailie Jade Scott, the daughter of Eminem, said that she had been secretly pregnant for months prior to her wedding last spring, only one day after the rapper made the announcement in the public. In the latest episode of her podcast, Just a Little Shady, which aired on Friday, Scott, 28, and her co-host Brittany Edney spoke about how they worked together to conceal her pregnancy at the former's bridal shower in May. She was pregnant, but nobody knew. Thus, rather of drinking like a decent parent would have, she was just picking up a drink, Edney reported. Whenever people were turned around, she would hand me her drink, and I would chug so it looked as if she was continuously drinking throughout that night. Though it became an unspoken thing between them, Scott said that Edney and she never spoke about how her friend would assist her conceal her news in advance. Scott said, "I never really asked you to do it, but Brittany was taking one for the team. With our eyes, it was almost like an unsaid thing." The reason her spouse wasn't there to sip her cocktail was also disclosed by her. According to Scott, her husband didn't like the lavender lemonade they drank during their wedding. "Evan has been the one who will take some sips this whole time, but he was not nearby," Scott added. Evan was like, "I don't want that." She turned to her co-host and added, "But you were like, oh, I'll take some drinks of it. So I feel like you kind of volunteered yourself for that one." Just one day before, in the music video for his new song Temporary, starring Skylar Grey, Eminem had announced that he was going to become a grandpa. Scott shared this wonderful news on his podcast episode. As seen in the film, Scott's home video footage spanning from her infant years to her adolescent years, school runs, birthdays, and studio sessions with her father is shared by the rapper, whose actual name is Marshall Mathers.